Hey guys, so today I thought I was going to just show you guys how to get Kali Linux and what Kali Linux is and how to set it up for both VirtualBox and also VMware. So first of all, what is Kali Linux? Well, Kali Linux is made by Offensive Security, that being the people who made Backtrack, and it is in theory it's Kali Linux is Backtrack 6. However, there's just so many new features that they just decided to make it into a whole new standalone version. So if I just type in Kali Linux into Google here, it's got its own domain name, kali.org, and you can download it straight from here. So this is the most advanced penetration testing distribution ever, and it's, like I said, from the creators of Backtrack, and you can download it straight from here. And they did it like they did with the old Backtrack. You can download it even as an ISO, or you can download it as a VMware. So we have here, you can download the 64-bit or the 32-bit, and somewhere on here there is, there's a Kali Linux 32-bit there, and also you've got the option to use it on a Raspberry Pi, or Samsung Chromebook, or a Galaxy Note. You know, there's plenty of distributions for this, and it's all open source as well. So I've already got both of these downloaded, but I do recommend downloading these by torrent. If you can, because some people are seeding them and the download is faster than just downloading it from the server. So you can download it from there, and if I just go into my operating systems folder, so I've got Kali Linux here, and inside there is a .vmx file. Is this one here. It's 2.74 kilobytes, and that's what you will open up to start Kali Linux if you use VMware Workstation. However, if you are using VirtualBox, I can show you how to set that up. So the default settings for it are 768 megabytes of RAM, one processor, and 30 gigabytes of hard disk space. Although I would recommend changing that because it is a little bit slow while you are just doing it. If you have the ability to change it, then go ahead and do it. So I've got Kali Linux here on an ISO image here, and if I just go to VirtualBox, I'll show you how to set up VirtualBox, which is something I never did for Backtrack. But I know that a lot of people that have VMware, so I haven't used this in a long time, so I'm just going to remove these. So remove and remove. So we'll press new and we'll type in Linux. Oh no, we won't. We'll type in Kali Linux just for a good name. And I think it's run on GNOME. However, I'm not very sure on what the names are of Linux. I'm not very familiar with it. Anyway, so I'm putting 1 gig of RAM in it. That's 1024 megabytes is 1 gig. Next, we will create a virtual hard drive, and it will just be a VirtualBox disk image. It'll be dynamic allocated, and it will start off at 8 gigabytes. Okay, so that's set up basically. That's the basic setup for Kali Linux. We'll start it. Press OK to this, and then you'll need to choose the ISO image for Kali Linux. So that's the Kali Linux ISO. Press start, and as far as I know, there's no installation. It will just boot up. So if I just click on, it's a live CD, so I'll press live, which will begin to boot up. So we'll just let this start up. There'll be lots of little pop-ups as it finds all your devices. So as it starts to start up, it will log you straight in. However, if it asks for a username and password, the username is root and the password is poor. That is root spelled backwards. So this is what Kali Linux looks like. You can see the very familiar, can't say that word. The very, what other word could I use for that? Noticeable dragon, which was also in Backtrack, and it says Kali Linux, the quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. So it's in theory exactly the same, apart from instead of Firefox we now have Iceweasel. The applications, we have accessories, so we've got our calculator, character map, contacts, desktop search, etc. We've also got TrueCrypt pre-installed, and instead of GeoEdit we now have LeafPad. Electronics, we actually have the ability to program the Arduino in an integrated development environment. We have document viewer and an image viewer. Like I said, we've got desktop sharing, internet messaging, and the Iceweasel web browser, which looks a lot like Firefox. It's not a whole new experience, but just start it up and show you what it's like. It's still exactly like Firefox, apart from it's called Iceweasel. I don't even know what that is. So in Kali Linux we have our top 10 security tools, which helps you so you can quickly choose one. So we've got Wireshark, Nmap, Metasploit, Hydra, Aircraft, and then we've got all our other things like the information gathering, the exploitation tools, the social engineering toolkit here. That's actually been changed to SE Toolkit, and you can actually update all of these simply by just doing apt get upgrade, and then you just type the name of it, and it will actually upgrade the package. So that's useful. But other than that, there are a couple of bugs because it's still in development. But there's a very active bug team who are trying to iron them out, and I'll try and replicate one of the bugs that I'm running into all the time. So I'll agree to these, and I'll just perform a very simple attack. Yeah, this is one of the bugs that it does, is where it does this, and then when you do this, it's just really glitchy, and I don't really like it that much. But yeah, they are ironing out, and it does that as well, and gets rid of everything. And then yeah, it just glitches out sometimes, but they are ironing out all the bugs. So this is running in VirtualBox. So if you need to make it in VirtualBox, I've shown you how to. The next video I'll do is how to actually put this onto a netbook, and so that means you can start exploiting computers that are actually on your actual network instead of a virtual network, which I've been doing, because it's obviously much better to actually hack a real computer than just a virtual one. So that's the end of this video, short video introduction. Please like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more Kali Linux tutorials. Goodbye.